Super, maybe don't be asked. I think that's what we can over the weekend, the whole of Ghana now, Obia, Ewa Tarkwa, just the semi-final of the MTN FA Cup, coming up against Trem DVC, and then the second game, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and Ibrahim Chelsea. That particular game, a top liner, and not one particular game, and not Obia any DHA. Of course, the attendance alone should tell you, it was one particular game, and not Obia any DHA. But then let's begin from Saturday game. I think there was a game of equals. Once a Division 1 home, almost here. And so on my horn, then almost quality and almost strength, but then at the end of the day, you golden kicker on this particular season, maybe our far able to do the semi-final. He's actually met, and as a they've met a very tougher, opposition as compared to Atram DVC for, and so everything was really telling say golden kick, we're going to be kind of saying victorious, and eventually we saw them say almost share kind of saying Atram DVC by 3-1. Another thing, so I mean, not answer Daniel one said, so I follow golden kick this particular season. Division 1, Zone 3, no more. In as much as say, what share the top 5, the top 6, almost share than the one, almost 10, almost 9, I should say. 9 no more than only one particular team, open teams are almost share goal. Debris and as a goals to drop our Division 1, Zone 3 now. Golden cake, Okahumi. We first team, we second team now. Second team now. Golden cake, and the third team on not share goal, no do irrespective of the fact or not that night, that alone should tell you that it need more no for almost finish. And so they beating Atram DVC by 3-1, didn't really come as a surprise to me. As a matter of fact, someone one particular striker, Dan Ladd, yes, that is the name. So I tell you, he's a very, very brilliant player. He's a quality player.
Right.
And the Ghana Premier League teams, so when he did it here, I think that he would be one particular player to look out for. And so for me, the results didn't really come as a surprise to me at all. I think the Golden Cake really were, the better side as compared to Atram DVC.
Right.
But going into the game, I think that Atram, the hype and then, the expectations didn't really get into the kind of song with them. But then it was a very sorry state for them. And congratulations to Golden Cake. Now, Asante Kotoko from Chelsea, it was the top liner. The very big one, of course, for the weekend, and that's over the weekend. And Asante Kotoko team, I think Omone Ogum and Sen, so they are trying to transition from the Ogum debacle and also from the Ogum conversation. Carrying Zito about 3 games, including this particular one on Lusuye. And so, what more and also what next are we going to see from Asante Kotoko? But then, honestly, truth be told, I think it's a game that I share on Sunday between Asante Kotoko and Brekum Chelsea and the Super. I didn't really see anything different from the Asante Kotoko team. Now, no more under Ogumono. Team no more under Karim Zito. Any team no more under Ogumono Super. Honestly, I didn't see anything different from kind of saying Asante Kotoko players. Ogum team, so here, Asante Kotoko were struggling to score under Ogum.
Yeah.
Almost a 1-1-1-1-1. The last time Asante Kotoko achieved 2 under Ogum, it was even in the MTN FA Cup. And it was against True Democracy. And how can they conceded? And so it was still, a better, kind of say, goal difference by 1.
Yeah.
It's Asante Kotoko as struggle as set under Ogum. Obefi will say, Karim Zito Abano. And then, he also knowing Asante Kotoko. And Albert Samoa form a womb. Kwame Poku form a womb. Babaya Haya form a woman or no debate criteria. Those 2 strikers now, Machano. You think that Asante Kotoko, goal ratio, not some goal scoring, but then it's still the same, Asante Kotoko 1 goal project. And so for me, it didn't really come as a surprise to me. Yes, I knew they were going to beat kind of same Brekum Chelsea. For sure, that particular season, for sure, Brekum Chelsea will be a point into 4 points out of the 6, So I knew they were going to beat kind of same Brekum Chelsea. But then the performance, let's not forget, they've met a Division 1 side that was the MTN FA Cup final before in 2011. And Nania had to beat them by a goal to 0.
Sure.
And so they knowing this particular story, they knowing this history, I'm sure that they would want to go into the game, very much prepared, and then they wouldn't want to kind of say underrate Golden Cake. And so Super. There wasn't anything you're kind of saying. It wasn't an extraordinary performance from Asante Kotoko. But for me, I think the most important thing is winning. And one particular thing, Super. My answer is moving on. One particular thing. I think, Samuel Boadu, we need to really pay attention to him. Why do I say this? Samuel Boadu, for me, they follow for some time, and I think he's a bad loser. So, Olusia, the shenanigans, Spanner or accepted defeat, is really a bad one. He accepts defeat in a bad faith.
Okay.
Okaya, Onua Asante Kotoko. Okaya, Onua Asante Kotoko. Ewa Babayara in the second leg in the Ghana Premier League. At a point in time, the Brecon Chelsea players were leaving the pitch. And it started from Onu, you kind of say, Samuel Boadu. Yes, it started from Onu Samuel Boadu. And he had to take Frederick Kasari. At a point in time, not all convincing and also all coming among them say, oh, almost some park and so and yesterday wasn't the second time, wasn't the third time. Olusi, and then he was blaming referees. And it wasn't the first time. I think Samuel Boadu, at this point in his career, you've won the Ghana Premier League before, you've won the FA Cup before. All right, you would be in the Arsenals, in the history book of the Ghana Premier League, and I'm saying Ghana football. And so, you are gradually rising to become an elite coach in Ghana football.